So for our project, we decided to try to fix the problem of people being forgetful and leaving cold storage products out, therefore having them go bad. So if, say for example, you took the milk out and you used it and you forgot it out and then it's spoiled, you then have to go and buy new milk. So our solution for this, we dubbed the fire distinguisher. And so what it does is it uses this thermal camera to read the temperature of the room, and it will notice variances like milk being left out, and will alert you through an app that we created. And so, as far as walking you through our project, this camera was did not function properly, along with the two other ones that we received. This was really the largest bottleneck for our project. We received these from the prototyping lab, and they just don't work. You use them for a brief period of time, and then they stop working. And so that was a large problem for us in our implementation. As far as what we did get to work, there were stages when we had it communicating properly with everything, but like I said, it was hard to navigate the situation with cameras that keep breaking. So for our purposes right now, we have it using randomly generated numbers that simulate what the camera would be pulling. So looking at the code, we combined the thermal readings that it's supposed to receive from the camera with the Wi-Fi code, so that it takes all of the numbers received from the camera and compiles them into a string that you'll see here that is then sent through Wi-Fi to the Amazon cloud. So that is received by the IoT core instance. So you'll see here, these are the numbers being received, and they are compiled together based off of this ID that we created. From there, they trigger the Lambda instance, as you'll see here. So the IoT core serves as a trigger for this thermal reading Lambda instance. So from there, they are compiled and tossed into the database with code here. From there, they are then sent to the DynamoDB. So this is our database. So this is where you will compile those numbers and store them to then be used by the app that we created using Figma, which is an actual industry standard tool used for app development. It takes using basic colors and blocks and shapes and actually generates HTML code based. This is a really simple way to generate an app. And so putting everything together, we think having all of these complex tools like AWS, using industry standard tools, we were able to create a product that would actually hopefully represent something that would be used by people today. Because things like using AWS, it is easy to combine with other smart devices like Alexas. So looking at it like a product, we think, had we had a functional thermal camera, we could have had something truly revolutionary, especially considering we were told we were the first people to ever try to use that thermal camera, and that's why we had so much difficulty with it, because the prototyping lab wasn't aware of the faults that came with this camera. So especially being able to give them the feedback of that, so now they know to get a different brand of camera that will actually function better, we think we achieved a lot with our project.